Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, and you can see the coins have been having some trouble today. Approaching the latter part of early spring, if you can believe that already, on the fourth day of spring on this early March. Beautiful day, seasonable temperatures rising into the 50s today out of a developing winter storm that'll pull to the north and get some heavy rain in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois. Not too dissimilar in the greater Roseville metropolitan area in the great state of Michigan, right? On the old hometown. But you can see the Bitcoin has come down like we thought it would in the 4-hour time frame. And I believe it did slip past the 200-day. Nope, yes, it did. Breaking news, it did indeed break down through that the 200-day moving average in green. And now your next underneath target is, once again, back down in here. And that's why I advised everybody and anybody, members of Jabroni Killers and the general public, that you do not buy up here. This was not a buy zone. Vincenzo's buy zone was down there, right? That's where you buy. This is where you sell or hold to a support zone that if it don't hold to kick up, you have a sell order in, right? And it came down to that support zone. But I believe now in a breaking news update, my order did get closed. Yes, it did. It absolutely did it get closed? Where are we at the current price? $82? No. Wow, that's up way. Nope. I'm still in the trade, if you can believe that or not, because my limit order is just below this wick right here. I put it a couple of percentile, not even slightly below that, just above $80, somewhere in this range. No, right in here, 80.2-ish, somewhere right between this little gap and this little gap. This is where my order is, right there, right? And I am still fucking in this trade. I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe I am still in this trade, because we're just letting her try to play out. And if it zaps me out, it zaps me out. But we're right about in there is our limit order, right in this little area, because our buy-in price is down here, right? That's our buy-in price down on that wick. So on a sellout, and there are no in and out fees on the site that I could trade this on. So you can see we're at about a 6%, 5.5 to 6.5%, depending on where exactly it fills the order. If it ends up filling it down in here on an average, it's 6, but 5.5 to 6.5% in the money on our sellout, right? And we were trying to play a much bigger move, but it seems to be the bears are taking over the market. So we got to continue to watch that, but we are still actively in this trade. Anybody trying to squeeze out trades yesterday on the slight pullback was not to be advised by old Vincenzo, because the times to buy were much, much lower. But we're on a support zone here in XRP still, where this blue arrow is pointed to. We're going to put the price above it. It's a 73-cent uptrending. And if you zoom out real quick so you can see where we were talking about with the foundation, if you just give this some time, we're in this very long symmetrical triangle. But now we're closing it in the last 15% or so of this triangle to be played. And if you are to make a big move up, you got to do it soon. Squeeze, hit that resistance. You can even fake out up and then reverse down, or you're just going to get exhausted and you're going to trade down to our short-term target. And then, as you do know, our more long-term target on a technical move out of the symmetrical triangle targeted breakdown is you go from the top of the move to the bottom, and you drag that out to the point of a breakout, and that gets you right over here if you bring this all the way at the end of 19 cents. And that's how you get your 19-cent summer 2022 target, right? Maybe a late summer, fall target. That's what we're targeting as our next major move, right? So there's XRP. Let's go into some of this other nonsense. Dent. Jerome is back, my man that loves Dent. You can see we're still very bearish because you're below the 200-day in the daily. You're below the 200-day in the 4-hourly, but you're closer in the 4-hourly. If you can jump across this in the 4-hourly and get bullish locally, you could shoot up to some upper resistance up there, right? And that's your major upper resistance at the white zone. But your first bit of major scuttlebutt, if you could ever break up, would be the 3507. But if you get rejected by the 200-day moving average again, you're more than likely coming down to the bottom part of this last line of defense, or the top part of the shithouse, right? Because you're in the shithouse in Dent. So those are your major areas in Dent. Theta, Same thing as dent. You're getting rejected by the blue ring up here. We'll move this price to current time frame, just as you were getting rejected by the blue ring back there, and you're getting supported by the bottom part of this falling channel that you're in theta. If we zoom out, you can see what we're talking about in theta. You can see we're in this big falling channel, which could be construed as a bullish continuation pattern, but you notice now the flag pole is nearly getting as long as the flag. So this is saying we might just be trading in this for a very long time, and then we pop out and try to make a nice move as we get closer. My pop zones would be anytime you get to this lower part of the white support zone or the next fib circle, the 2.618 Fibonacci. If you start trading down and you hit this fib circle, that would be my buy catalyst to buy maybe up into here. That would be my next swing trade advisory in theta. Become members as Jabroni Killers and you'll get out ahead of the competition. 69.69 steps ahead as we diagnose, snip out, and detect overt and so overt. The overters and so overters and fleece, heist, and shiest. The fleece heisters and shysters, the market manipulators, and the whales that try to beat down the retail trader. That would be my next swing trade position. It would be on a big harsh rejection down to 167 and back up to some upper resistance over here in theta, right down. See that? Right here, $3.62. That'd be a phenomenal swing trade, but I'm bearish on this right now as you're getting rejected by the 50, the 100, and the 200, and the 1.618 Fibonacci golden retracement pocket, right? So that's what you're looking out for here. H-bar is bearish, and we have phenomenal H-bar technical analysis, and you can see we're breaking down through that fib circle, and our next underneath support is 14 cents, where we're marked a few times, and your overhead resistance is 23 cents. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. My trading group and growing building. Vincenzo's Minions. Peace and love.